Hey, I appreciate for watching this video, and if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe and turn notification on so you don't miss any update. Let's take a look at Zilliqa. Last time we looked at Zilliqa was on October the 12th. Here is a recap. Just within the next few days, we will see a possibility either for a break to the upside or a break to the downside. Let's look at the worst case scenario. If the price were to continue to retrace and then retest the support, and if the price were to break down, then we are looking at the first level of resistance right at this prior low at about 7.4 cents. A breakdown would have Zilliqa retest the resistance of this downward channel, also the prior low at 5.1 cents. I don't think this is going to happen. I do believe that the worst case scenario would be for Zilliqa to retrace and test the support of this trend line. If Zilliqa were to find some sort of buying support stabilize around this point, then the key price is for Zilliqa to trade over the 10 days as well as this resistance trend line, and that would be right at around the 10 cents. So the key price for us to look forward to is right at around 10 cents. Stabilize over that for at least 2 or 3 days. Then we're looking at Zilliqa could potentially run up and retest the prior high at around 14 cents. Fast forward, this is the daily chart for Zilliqa, and the data I have is to 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on October the 22nd. Last time when we looked at Zilliqa was on October the 12th. After that, the price spiked up, tested the resistance of this symmetrical wedge, get rejected, retrace. The most important thing is when the price retraced and tested the support of this wedge, buyers step in to support the price to prevent a breakdown, and that eventually lead to the buyers very much taking over. As today we see Zilliqa spike up. Right now it is up almost 8%, trading at around 10.1 cents above the 10 days, 50 days, as well as my key target price of 10 cents. So looks like Zilliqa is about to make this major move up in price. Zilliqa took a major drop in price after the 10 days crossover and then dropped behind the 50 days. But now we see the 10 days starting to reverse direction. And very soon, I would say within the next few days, it would likely cross over and then lead the 50 days. Last time when this happened was around the first week in August. That when we saw Zilliqa spike up from 7.5 cents all the way to 13.5 cents. So this would be a very bullish signal. The Bollinger Band is forming out very nicely. It's contracted and get to the point where the width of the band is very tight and indications that a lot of momentum is being built up. Now we see the band starting to expand as the price spiking up. The stochastic oscillator is also showing an upward momentum, and the blue signal line now is leading the red line. So here's the key. We need Zilliqa to be able to close the day above 10 cents and stabilize over that. Then it would break out of this symmetrical wedge. Technically, the target should take it to about 13.5 cents. And a run up to 13.5 cents. Zilliqa would be breaking out of the resistance of this larger symmetrical triangle. That technically should eventually take Zilliqa to 21.5 cents. So after trading sideways for such a long time, it seems like Zilliqa is setting up for this major reversal in price. The key thing we need is for Zilliqa to close today and begin stabilizing over this 10 cents. That's it for this video, and don't forget to click that like button if you appreciate the content that I'm providing.